The BP class mowers are all overhead valve V-twin 4-stroke engines, 20 horsepower and under. The intent with this class is to keep the mowers as close to prepared spec as possible. 14 riders, 20 laps, all under the lights. It's time for BP.
And they are ready for the Le Mans start. We see Racing Jason Brown among the competitors. Bobby Cleveland right in the mix as well. A great field of competitors. You got to be a veteran. You got to be over 18. You got to have a national presence to get in this class. And they're about ready to go racing. Let's check it with Rob.
Guys, as we get set to go racing here in BP, keep an eye on the 4 out of Michigan, Jason McCool, your current point leader. He ran second last year, but the 4 years previous, he was a winner. The 5-time and defending champion trying to pick up number 6. Let's mow.
McCool, Rollman, and Chuck Miller all tied with 2,400 points. Let's remember the veteran, the legend George Herron out of Tennessee in this race. He's going to be in the hunt along with the newcomer Craig Jones. It's going to be a worm burner, baby.
Bruce Kaufman, you are Mr. Moto, but I was amazed at how the start happened. Those guys are really tearing up some dirt trying to leave the start line.
They do, and they can let it all hang out, Jim, because these BP racers know each other so well. They come within a breath of each other on the track. And there's racing Jason Brown looking good early in the race.
That's Jason up front in the 003 out of Maryland.
A great story, racing Jason Brown. Only one story of a great field here. We've got father and son McCool, the legend Herron, the Hall of Famer Chuck Miller, the world record holder Bobby Cleveland, the newcomer Ron Rollman. Rodney Peeler built these machines. It's just a great race unfolding here, Jim. I am motivated, baby.
This is the battle for second. It's not going to end, I wouldn't think, till the checkered flies. Look how close these veterans are in competition. Rollman in the 522, leading Jim McCool here in the green machine.
And look how close they are together. Miller, the crafty Hall of Famer, McCool, Rollman, Cleveland. It's just a great race already.
They're running the same line, but you can see the differences on the exit of the corner, Bruce. It's really shaping up here as track conditions continue to change.
Plus, with the newcomers, we've got guys like Larry Benning, Tom Flynn in the hunt, Glenn Van Epps, the newcomer, Craig Jones, battles all the way around early in the race.
Chuck Miller trying to get right in the middle of it there in the 104. He's got the outside line.
Watch Miller. He's going to try to pick his way through. Rollman on the inside, Miller on the outside. Brown still leading.
Ron Rollman out of Tennessee, and we have a caution again.
Caution.
And we're about ready to go back racing. The officials in this race have been extremely busy keeping the racetrack safe, Bruce.
That's right. Our chief stewards, Rodney Peeler, Richard Webb, Kerry Evans, Manny Torres, Chrissy Webb, and Lee Vine, watching our racers very closely. Bud Elmore on the corners, making sure they stay safe.
And staying close in quarters is what the rule book provides. And look at this action and be prepared. It's Miller again on the outside, trying to get second spot away from Rollman.
Yeah, Rollman and Miller now, battling it out for second.
Racing Jason's loving this. They get a little, oh, they're actually making contact there. Front wheels to rear.
Oh, man. No mistakes, no mistakes. Oh, a wheel came off. Somebody's wheel.
That was Chuck Miller's left front, I believe.
Oh, what a tough break for the Boogie Woogie Man, the Hall of Famer.
I talked about they made contact. They might have locked wheels momentarily here. Again, at these speeds, anything can happen. One little glitch, one little bolt could break off at just a bit of contact. So now racing Jason Brown will have Ronald Rollman right behind him on this restart.
And it's very important, Rollman driving a 2003 MTD built by Rodney Peeler. And let's watch it, Rollman Brown now.
In his tire tracks, going through the first and second corners here. Racing Jason took the lead on the initial corner and has never looked back in this one. Rollman again in a battle, a 3-sled battle for second now. Look at this run. We mentioned the hood flew off earlier, but no difference, no incident for the driver running in third. And Rob, what are you hearing on pit road? What are you seeing on pit road with our race leader?
Guys, I've been watching your leader, Jason Brown, come through turns 1 and 2. A little bit of smoke early on in the race. It's getting heavier and thicker every time he comes through turns 1 and 2. We'll see if he can hold on.
Let's hope he can hold on for Jason Brown.
Jim McCool running without the hood, but doesn't seem to slow him down. Still in the third position as we stay green.
Let's remember Bob Cleveland and Craig Jones, the newcomer out of Michigan, still in the top 5 right now. So, boy, it's going to be a dogfight to the finish. And look at McCool.
Boy, look at how beautiful sounding that engine is as he goes down the front stretch. Your race leader, racing Jason Brown. Every other position, however, is under contest on the racetrack, Bruce.
Especially the top 10. We've got Craig Jones, Glenn Van Epps, the legend, George Herron, Cody Bennett, Jason McCool, and Jamie Maurice now in the top 10. And there's a battle for 5th.
Craig Jones giving us a run in that silver 9 on the outside.
Jones out of Michigan. Very clean, very clean.
Glenn Van Epps, also out of Michigan, on the national stage, is holding his own here as they make contact again off the final corner. This time, however, the 9 is in the front. That is going to be Craig Jones taking the spot finally away. 5th is Jones. 6th now runs the 14 Emma, Glenn Van Epps.
Oh, last lap for Racing Jason. If he can hang on, we know he's having a motor issue, but let's see if he can hang on.
Through the final few corners, Racing Jason Brown, the STA-BIL Keeps Gas Fresh Finals champion, and Be Prepared comes across, and he's happy to get the checkers.
Yeah, and Ron Rollman running a great race. Jim McCullough, Cleveland, and Jones. Man, oh man, what a great finish.
High-fiving the second-place runner of Ronald Rollman. What a great run. They know they had a classic battle. Jason Brown the best today. Rollman will be back, no question, in 2012. Brown the winner, Rollman the silver. James McCullough will give him the bronze medal. Bobby Cleveland ran a very strong race, up to 4th in the closing stages. Here's our happy race winner with Rob.
Guys, you can see congratulations for Jason Brown. You go back to last year's event, you half spun, had to go to the tail, race backed up to 3rd, got the whole shot here in 2011, and checked out. Congratulations, man.
That is awesome. I mean, my guy's been working so hard. I mean, we've just been pumped up, working hard all year. New chassis, redid the whole engine. Finally came together the last 2 races. We pulled out national wins. I've been so close to winning this championship. This year I wasn't there because of everything else. Well, I'm back next year, coming for it all.
You were smoking there pretty much that whole race. Did you have any idea that that thing was smoking?
Oh, I knew. I had oil everywhere. I blew a pan gasket early in the race. I knew what was going on. Halfway mark when we had the one caution, the last caution, I thought about just quitting. I said, I can't lose the engine. And I asked how many laps, and I thought, I said, you know what? You don't get many chances to win the national finals in Ohio on TV. And I was going for it. Wasn't giving up. The motor blew, let it blow.
And Rollman does what he needs to do to win a championship and be prepared. Jason Brown, 2nd overall in the standings. And it's Jason over Jim McCullough in the battle for 3rd in the national points.
And guys, out of Tennessee, your 2011 champion. Congratulations, man. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I'll tell you what, I told you this before, it's a David Glide story, but hats off to Chuck Miller and Jason McCullough. I want to thank Jason because he gave me a great tip to get my machine set up, but I'd like to thank Rodney Peeler, who's my main man, set my machine up, built me one hell of a race mower, and you know, it's just the way it works out.